And the runners for the third race are now going out. On the track is 8 Beckermeister and Lisa Prestwood. The 4 Niakos has already gone to the gate. Number 1, Paging Joey, Piers Tradeham. Number 2, Ruling Partner, Sam Friedman. Number 7 going by now is Treasure Hunt, Lasecha Kajedi. 6, The Far Side Final Thought, Rhys van Wyk. 5, Cool, Sherman Brown. Number 10 going by is Double Courage, Francois Nordier. 9, Floridine, Willie Figueroa. 3, Chet Island, Chad Little. That's the field. Pick 6 pool on 725,000. Right, welcome to Newmarket, the third race on the card. This Winners' World Plate over 1,000 metres, and we will have a look at two horses on the way down to the start, Paging Joey, and the other I wanted to watch was number 5, Cool, as they go by. So let's have a look at them. There goes number 1, Paging Joey. Pierce Stradham gets to ride him tonight, and as he got into his stride, he gave the impression, he looked pretty well. Wasn't sweating or anything like that either. Just taking it pretty easy on the way to the gate, Paging Joe. As far as this course goes, he's been here once before, and he was second, just ahead behind Men Only, and that's not bad form. The number 5, Cool, caught the eye on the way past too. He's held his form since his maiden win, when second to Bella Bianca. And Sherman Brown, Nicky Joubert stable in the combination, and this horse looked pretty well too. Most relaxed on the way to the gate. His record at this course is not good though. He's been here 6 times and he hasn't found the money at all. So that, of course, I don't know if you want to read anything to that and what you'd look into it, but it's obviously concerning that he hasn't earned any money here at Newmarket. So I'll side with Paging Joey. Jimmy, what you going with?
Well, I think, half of these horses virtually ran in that race behind Bella Bianca, and Cool did the best on that occasion. But it has to be taken into consideration that the going was very soft on that night, and Paging Joey didn't act in the going. He's going to be a hell of a lot better off tonight, and had a very good form line prior to that. So I like the way he went to the start. He's a very neat horse. He's by Noble Thatch, hugely underrated stallion. A Noble Thatch, in fact, owned by Andre and Joyce MacDonald, who raced Paging Joey and Treasure Hunt in this race. Another one who's not out of it. But I think Paging Joey might have the class to win here. Cool, well, I think he'd probably be my second choice. Number 2, Ruling Partner, looked quite nice, being ridden by apprentice Sam Friedman for her dad, Geoffrey Friedman. A bit of a handful, Clyde, a bit of an unruly type of horse, according to the Stipes report. Was pulling hard last time, but if Sam can make use of the 4-kilogram allowance and keep the horse under control, well, she could find herself in the money tonight. Another horse that looked quite nice on the way to the start was Lisa Prestwood's chance ride, Beckermeister. Nice, strong sort of animal. And I think those were the only ones that really caught my eye, but I think Paging Joey is probably going to be the one to beat.
Lining up now down at the 1,000 metre mark and Final Thought going up. Taking a hold now of Floridine going in. Becca Meister is ready. And settled in, Chet Island, Double Courage. Final Thought joins the lineup. Busy now with paging Joey. Niakos coming in, goes in along the inside, 1,000 metres ready to go. Sprinting from the 1,000 metre marker, paging Joey got away on terms, but then got a bit of a bump by one other horse, and now at the back of the field as they move down to the 800 metre marker. Double Courage that got out well, racing up the centre of the course, and Chet Island is there. Becca Meister, Niakos is over towards the inside. They've been followed after that by Cool. Cool is racing about 2.5 lengths off that leader, with a length away out there to Final Thought, who races over towards the outside. Paging Joey's about 4 or 5 lengths from those leaders now, then Ruling Partner further back in running 2, and Floridine's at the back of the field. Into the final 400 now, Blue Cap of Chet Island in the middle. Over the inside out there is Treasure Hunt. On the outside, Ruling Partner, Double Courage further back in running, Niakos behind those. Paging Joey's on the extreme outside of the course as they race down to the final 150. It's Treasure Hunt that bounded away from its field, and Treasure Hunt has got clear, going to win it well. Treasure Hunt from Paging Joey. Floridine will run into third, and it's Niakos who finishes back in fourth position. So Treasure Hunt, the blue cap that Lekić Kajedi gets to ride, gets away from its field out here, Treasure Hunt. And Paging Joey, well, he had to come from the back of the field, eventually switching from an inside gate, landed up on the stand side of the course and was running on at the end. But damage done in the beginning of its race, and Treasure Hunt will go on and win. Its stable companion instead will do the honours, so Pick Six punters will be pretty happy with that, those that solely went with the Tihomir Lekić stable. Floridine does enough for third, and Niakos does that hang on to fourth. That's a pretty tough call with Becca Meister, one of those two, and Chet Island obviously stopping at the end, Double Courage further back, and that's the provisional call. Confirmed numbers are 7198, so Becca Meister in fact gets up fourth ahead of the 4 Niakos as we go back to radio today. And the head-on replay, the last couple of 100 metres, that's Treasure Hunt clear of its field. Here's Paging Joey, who's on the extreme outside of its track, running on in the closing stages. Treasure Hunt will do the right stuff in the end and win well. Back to Neil in the studio. Result in the frame, first number 7, Treasure Hunt, started at 16-1, is the stable companion to the tote favourite, number 1, Paging Joey, so both 1 and 7 do qualify in the Pick Six. Second, number 1, Paging Joey. Third, number 9, Floridine, and the fourth place has gone to the 8, Becca Meister, ahead of number 4, Niakos. Treasure Hunt returns to the winners from the Tihomir Lekić stable. Bred by Mrs. Woodham.
Well, things possibly went slightly awry there with the favourite Paging Joey getting away a bit slowly, but the stable companion, that was Treasure Hunt, certainly took full advantage of it, and the credit must go to LJ Kachedi, who bounced him out, and you were in the front just about all the way.
Yes, that's true. I got him warmed up a little bit behind the stalls to get him into a race. And as I jumped off, there was a bit of bumping at the pins. So I just thought I'd let him bowl, tug him behind something, let him relax a little bit, 400 to take him out and won a very good race.
Well, LJ, he's only a 3-year-old. He's a son of goalkeeper. What do you think his prospects are for the future?
I wouldn't know, really. I think I would have to study his form first, then I can tell you something.
But I bet you'd like to stay on him.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we'll have to ask Mr. Mack whether that's going to be possible. But first of all, let's talk to Tihomir Lekić, who is the winning trainer. Theo, did you expect this sort of thing to happen?
Paging Joy was very unlucky at the start. He did get a bit bumped there, so he lost, I would say, about 3-4 lengths at the start. Pierre did everything he could to make up some ground. But the horse was also well, and he used the advantage of 2.5 kilos with LJ, who rode the horse very nicely. And well done to LJ and well done to Mr. and Mrs. McDonald. It's a nice win.
Right, just let us into a little secret. I mean, if you had to race the two horses together at home, which is the better?
Paging Joy did make a faster time at the track, and I would always go for him, yeah. But it's racing, you can't expect everything.
Well, we'll put tonight's... Let's talk to Mr. Mack, who is very busy in the background here. Now, Mack, if you'd had your way, obviously Paging Joy would have been the one you'd have gone for.
Yes, that was our choice, actually. But I was very pleased we had a backup. And the backup helped us to carry through.
All right, now you've got some Noble Thatchers coming up to the Nationals. What can people look forward to?
Like, how can I say, I'm so nervous to talk about them because the panel gave me such big marks or point system that there's a lot of them got 9s. And if you take the Germiston one, out of 500, there's about 29 horses who got only 9. So I'm very privileged to have a stallion like that who throw horses who look like racehorses.
Well, Mr. Mack, we wish you well once again and hope that these Noble Thatchers are going to do you proud in times to come. That's Mr. and Mrs. Andre MacDonald winning it with the wrong one.